It's a conversation that can be very hard to start and even harder to receive. It's that conversation with your aging loved ones about how to care for them. Back for part 5 of our 6-part series on aging at home is Todd Houghton from Homewatch CareGivers, an award-winning home care expert. Todd, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back again.
Important question for you. It isn't easy to face the reality of becoming vulnerable, losing your independence as you get older. Here is the question: how do we start this very sensitive conversation with our aging loved ones?
You got to start early. That's the big piece, right? And open, candid discussions. Be transparent, don't hide things. Involve all the family members into the discussion and really understand what the person wants. What does mom or dad want? Let them be heard.
Oh, that's wonderful advice. All very good tips. What are some of the biggest decisions to be made when we have this conversation, and what are some of the biggest concerns?
So the biggest things to think about are, where is mom or dad going to live? And we know that almost everybody wants to age at home, but having that discussion, what does that look like? Is the home appropriate for them to age in? The decision is not an easy one. It can take years in some cases to make the decision for home care to come in.
So true.
Keep those conversations going. Start it early.
Back to the home now. You brought up a great point about, is the home able to accommodate the aging in place? What are some ways in which you can retrofit or prepare a home for long-term aging?
At Homewatch CareGivers, part of the process is doing a safety assessment in the home and identifying those opportunities. And quite often people don't realize the smallest little things that need to be adapted to make it a safe environment. The bathroom is the highest risk area for somebody to slip and fall.
Most dangerous place, isn't it?
Absolutely. Little things like not knowing if the area rug or the rug in the bathroom is anti-slip, right? They get out of the tub, they slip, they fall. So really assessing all of those aspects of things, even down to looking at things in the kitchen. You know, where's the stove in the kitchen? You know, is it electric? Is it gas? Because with somebody living with dementia, quite often they forget to turn the stove off. So understanding that and assessing and then adapting the home, putting grab bars in the bathroom, putting ramps in the garage to the door, whatever it might be. All those things can be done for a fraction of the cost of moving mom or dad into community-based living.
It must be really rewarding as the decisions are made, the retrofitting happens, the caregiver match is made, and the loved one is doing okay. It must feel very rewarding at that point.
It is so rewarding for the caregivers and you know, even everybody that's involved in the process, right? Because we're changing a life.
And you liked it? You liked your job?
Oh, it was fun. I meet all these people.
That's great.
And really make mom or dad feel humanized like they should.
That's a great way to put it. Thank you so much for getting us started on this journey. Todd, where can we find out more about Homewatch CareGivers?
HomewatchCaregivers.com.
And you can always, of course, log on to designingspaces.tv. Such great information.